Family is everything, according to Dom in the Fast and Furious franchise, who is played by Vin Diesel. But are people outside of family equally as important to the actor who plays the family first character? Hello everyone, I'm Melanie, your host with InformOverload, and today we are going to be diving all across the media to talk about 5 celebrities that tried to warn us about Vin Diesel. But before we begin, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because if there's one thing stronger than family, it's you viewers. For our number 5, we have Carol Moreira. This YouTuber had an uncomfortable interaction when she interviewed the Fast and Furious actor years ago, but was brought to light again as the essay allegations against Vin Diesel recently came to surface. It also caused a certain interview video from years ago to resurface. If you don't know, many were shocked to hear the actor's former assistant filed a lawsuit against him about an incident that took place during the filming of Fast 5 back in 2010. Asta Jonasson claimed the actor forced himself onto her, which resulted in her being fired within hours of this occurring. Well, after this news came out and was trending all over the internet, a video back from a 2016 interview Vin did with a Brazilian YouTuber named Carol Moreira resurfaced. In the 10-minute clip, it started off with Vin complimenting Carol's looks as he stated, "God, you're so beautiful. God, she's so beautiful, am I right or wrong? I mean, look at her. How am I supposed to do this interview? Look at this woman, she's so beautiful. Talk to me, baby." And Carol herself has spoken about this interaction she had with the actor shortly after it occurred, as she stated, "He began to hit on me in the middle of the interview, saying that I was pretty, and he interrupted the interview 3 times to talk about it. I was laughing completely uncomfortable. I did not like it. At the time, I did not know how to react, but you will see that I was uncomfortable. It was not nice that he interrupted my work." She hasn't talked about any of the recent claims or even her past interview recently, but she is still regularly uploading onto her YouTube channel. And for our number 4, we have Charlize Theron. The two worked on the Fast and Furious franchise ever since the 8th movie and ultimately reunited for Fast X. Their characters have a lot of chemistry, but how was it like off screen? Well, according to Charlize, who plays Cypher, they had a kissing sequence and both actors had a different story about the kiss they shared. Vin spoke to USA Today and stated that Charlize is not a bad kissing partner, before adding that there are worse things that can happen to you. But that's not all he said, because he also stated, "Do I know she enjoyed it? Oh my god, yes. A kiss cannot lie, lips don't lie. No, they didn't. She owned it." And according to Diesel, that kiss is what he believes pushed the trailer over the top after it debuted, and he even proclaimed the kiss as the biggest moment in trailer history. Vin said, quote, "Since you were a kid, there is no trailer that has ever been viewed as much as the Fast 8 trailer. The biggest moment in that trailer is a kiss between Cypher and Dom. How did we get to a place where that is the biggest moment in trailer history? How?" The way he described the kiss, however, is quite the contrast from his co-star Charlize, who said pretty much the opposite. The actress talked about how her co-star has been spreading lies about how the kiss really went, and even said Vin kisses like a fish who has been out of water for far too long. She didn't like having these lies spread about her, so it was important for her to share her side of the story, just as Vin's side has been going around in the media. Charlize stated, "I just don't get it. I'm the crazy chick that's doing this horrible thing to him, and as he should have, his character is just sitting there frozen like a dead fish. I like a bit more movement in my men." But other than this lip-locking incident, the two haven't said anything bad about each other and show interest in working together in future projects. So it's safe to say this actress warned us about his lying on the kiss and the quality of the kiss apparently. And for our number 3 spot, we have Paloma Jimenez. This model, who was born in Mexico, has been Vin Diesel's partner since 2007. Not much is shared about their relationship, but they most likely met through mutual friends or even events in Hollywood as their careers slightly overlapped. They share 3 children together, and the model is often seen supporting her partner at events such as the Guardians of Galaxy premiere, as they were pictured together. But just like most relationships in Hollywood, scandals quickly follow. Back in 2015, the two were dating for roughly 7 years at the time, when Life and Style magazine talked to a source who claimed the Fast and Furious actor was a cheater. The source claimed back in 2014 he met a girl at a party in New York City, and one thing led to another, which resulted in the two making out. They also claimed Vin has a double life, as that little fling turned into something much more that ultimately lasted for a couple of months, and the two had a very physical relationship. And according to the insider, the secret was safe in the past, as the woman he was involved with was also in a long-term relationship. And according to media reports, Vin doesn't often talk talk about his relationship because he believes in the quote, Harrison Ford, Marlon Brando, Robert De Niro, Al Pacino code of silence. But his relationship with Paloma seems to be up and down, but ultimately it appears they are still together to this day. And for our number 2, we have the Fast and Furious crew. Everyone has bad days and sometimes people just don't get along with those they work alongside. But according to sources who worked behind the scenes in the movie franchise, Vin may not be the easiest person to get along with. According to multiple sources, Vin has a way with partying hard and the next day it becomes difficult to wake up in time for his morning plans, which include meetings on set, all because of his late night fun. But that's not all, because he eventually gained the co-producer credit on some of the franchise's films, which has resulted in changes of the meeting times in order to cater to his party lifestyle, and it's been said that he makes sure his shooting schedule is more relaxed. Plus, he makes decisions about what will and what won't happen in the film, and this apparently really annoys the other cast members and crew. But that's not all, because it's also been said that he often takes his time going to his own trailer, or should I say literal house, because it is a 1,100 square foot custom built gold abode with $70,000 worth of technology. He even has video surveillance and granite countertops in the kitchen, which cost him around $1.1 million. I mean, I take my time too if that was my trailer. Just kidding, but there's actually more, because he apparently demands special treatment on set, which includes taking a private helicopter to transport him rather than sitting in a van with the others. But don't forget his trailer, because that is also transported to him. This wasn't the only team he worked with who seems to have an unpleasant experience with the actor, because in 2009, his own publicity team quit because the rest of the cast was promoting the new Fast and Furious, whereas Vin was ignoring phone calls claiming he was ill. When he finally arrived at a press conference almost 4 hours late, which led to his team and him to part ways. Plus, while we're on the topic of Fast and Furious franchise, Paul Walker, who is a late actor who originally starred in the movies franchises, has friends who have spoken to media outlets claiming Vin and Paul's relationship was not all that it may seem. One insider said that Vin Diesel's outspoken dedication to Paul would have been a shock to him, as they did not get along behind the scenes. But who knows if that's really what happened, because at the end of the story, everyone has their own side. And in our number 1 spot, we have The Rock, also known as Dwayne Johnson. The two worked together on the Fast and Furious franchise after The Rock joined in the 2011 film Fast 5. Well, the two got into a very public feud, and although their characters on screen seemed to be on good terms, The Rock, whose name is Dwayne, ultimately left the movie franchise after he had troubles with his co-star. Although it was just speculated they didn't get along, Dwayne confirmed this after taking this situation public. He shared a post onto Instagram writing, "My female co-stars are always amazing and I love them. My male co-stars, however, are a different story. Some conduct themselves as stand-up men and true professionals, while others don't. The ones that don't are too chicken to do anything about it anyways. When you watch the movie next April and it seems like I'm not acting in some of the scenes and my blood is legit boiling, you're right." And of course, Vin Diesel ended up responding after they wrapped up filming for The Fate of the Furious in August of 2016. He posted a video talking about how he's happy to finally be back at home after filming 2 movies back to back, before saying something that many may believe hinted towards the ongoing feud with The Rock. He stated, "Honestly, give me a second and I will tell you everything." Vin Diesel also admitted the two were actually pretty close friends, as he told USA Today that the whole situation has been overblown by fans and critics, before adding how he doesn't think the world realizes how close they really are in a weird way. He believes that it wasn't The Rock's intention, because he knows he appreciates the work he puts into the franchise, and even says in his house he's Uncle Dwayne. But after years of the feud, in June of this year, The Rock announced he will be rejoining the Fast and Furious franchise, and even stated, "Despite us having our differences, we've been like brothers for years. I mean, you can't spell family without ILY, so it's good to hear they work things out." What are your thoughts on Vin Diesel and everyone on this list? Are you a fan of the Fast and Furious franchise? I would love to hear all your thoughts down below, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye!